Hello everyone, welcome to Daily Brightness. Before we get into how Rachel is, we just wanted to do a little revisit on having Alicia on. Rach, how much did you enjoy having her on the pod?
Yeah, I think it was a good opportunity for her to speak up about experiences and things that she's gone through, and how we like to talk about keyboard warriors and people being nasty. And I think it got a good reaction for people to actually understand people behind social media or football or whatever. So I think it was really nice to speak to her, and obviously I knew a lot more about that anyway, but to give an insight for other people was quite nice.
I think it's nice, and I like the fact that our podcast, it feels like a place where we can just remind people that we're humans and that we are people first above anything else. And I think it's a nice reminder, we've had Ellie and her story, Alicia and hers, and we've got some very exciting guests coming up for you all as well. But yeah, I think it was a great opportunity. And I think I looked at the comments and there were so many people, so nice to see a different side to Alicia. And yeah, I think it is a gentle reminder as well that people do exist beyond football. Football is not our whole world. It's we have many other things that we're interested in and that we get up to off the pitch. And I think a reminder that is okay. So I've really enjoyed actually letting people share their stories as well. I know we're big on speaking about it, but it's so refreshing to hear other people's. And I think especially with how successful she is and kind of the celebrity she's becoming, I think just remembering that people do exist even if they're in that kind of celebrity limelight. But I thought it was wicked. I thought it was a great response. And yeah, it's super fun. We get to pick people's brains on, life off the pitch and traveling the world, different experiences, business. And yeah, I think it was really, really fun. But how are you? Anything new to update us on?
No, same old. I'm just grinding away in the background. But yeah, it's nothing much more to report. But obviously, you've picked up a knock yesterday. How were you?
Yeah, I was fuming, to be honest. I weren't at all impressed by the tackle. And listen, I know emotions run high in games, especially when you're losing. But the ball was literally already out of play. I feel like it was such an unnecessary tackle. And I mean, it takes a lot for me to go off. Tried to run it off, and I was thinking, oh shit, if she plays this ball through, we could concede it. And I literally could not run. I was like, oh God, Millie should have just stayed down. But thankfully, Hannah had my back and saved it. And then, yeah, unfortunately, had to go off. But listen, I know it's part of football, and heated tackles happen sometimes. But yeah, I've just got to get assessed next couple of days and see how it is. So yeah, don't really know the extent of it just yet, but yeah, hopefully nothing too serious. But yeah, it's just one of them things in it. It's a little bit crap, but yeah, should we crack on to some football? But before we do, just a little word from our sponsors. This episode is powered by British Gas, with Peak Save helping you get more out of Sundays.
With Peak Save, electricity is half price every Sunday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Perfect for putting the kettle on, watching the football and running big energy appliance like your washing machine or dishwasher while you relax.
Same Sunday routine, same plans. You are just making the most of half price electricity for the things that use the most energy.
And with 5 hours of cheaper electricity every Sunday, the savings start to add up.
Plus, British Gas now have a new exclusive BWSL fixed tariff for fans, players, or anyone who's part of a club, guaranteed to be cheaper than the January price cap.
So Peak Save looks after your Sundays and the BWSL tariff looks after the rest of the year. British Gas backing the BWSL on the pitch and supporting fans off it as well.
Search British Gas Peak Save to find out more.
Terms and eligibility apply. Peak Save requires a smart meter and normal standing charges apply. Welcome back. We're going to crack on with some football, and the first game we're going to talk about is Arsenal against Man City. Now, I didn't expect that one.
Feisty one, this. No, I thought City had this in the bag just with the momentum that they're carrying at the minute, and I think how good they've been, and yeah, I genuinely I think they look a little bit unstoppable. That's how I seen it. So it was a little bit taken by this one, but yeah, it was a feisty game. Did you manage to see any of it?
No, I didn't actually. Saw some of the highlights and whatnot, but I think Arsenal are one of those teams though. They're always going to pick something out. They're always, they're on the back of winning that Champions Cup and, picking up a good run of form. And, I think sometimes things like that can really shake up the season. It's obviously more beneficial for you that they've lost. And for me, Man City, I still think they're at the minute the best team in the league, but it's how they react from something like this now. Obviously, I know they go next game against Leicester, which it's top v bottom. So it's a slightly different game. But I was disappointed to not see City win that one, to be honest. Not for any reason other than they've been absolutely flying. But again, Arsenal have put up a good run of form recently and they're on the up now as well. So it's good to see.
Yeah, I think obviously Arsenal ending their, I think it was like a 13-game streak. And like you said, it's how you bounce back from that. And when you've been in a position where you've won continuously on the bounce, having that setback, it will be interesting. Although I did see controversial the tackle from Caldenti on Hemp. For me, she's last player there, so she should be off. And I don't believe they even got a foul for that.
I think there's been some dubious decisions this week.
I'm just gonna say that if you City, you're pissed because she is the last player. She's literally through on goal and you take none of the ball.
Would you like VAR in our league?
Do you know what it is? It's one of these, yeah. Everyone says, yeah, VAR. If the people looking at VAR don't know what they're looking at, then it's like giving a tool to someone that don't know how to use it. So I'm not a big fan of just like bringing VAR in and being like, oh yeah, it'll fix all the problems. But then I just think like if we had the right level of people behind the screens, then yeah, I would bring it in. But it's catch-22 in it. It's like, what do you do? Because
I think it's hard when you go from watching Arsenal against Corinthians and like obviously last minute penalty.
But I just think that's clear as day though. I don't think you need VAR for that tackle on Hemp. Like I really don't.
I think like there is some, and this is, I'm not knocking the referees. Like I think we all like there's just no point. Like I'm not here to do that, but I just think sometimes it's really frustrating when obviously saw Leicester against Man United and their second goal came from a foul. To me, it was a foul on the Leicester player. They carried on and scored, and then Leicester then went and had an opportunity, which I think was a foul in the box, should have been a penalty. And it's like when you're at the bottom of the league,
it makes a difference. It makes a difference.
Those are massive things that you miss out on. So obviously, like, talking about Leicester Man United, I think that was I think Leicester did really well. I think it definitely the 2-0 scoreline didn't reflect how Leicester played. To be fair, but again, Man United are they're in another team that are in a good run of form, and I think sometimes the luck's with you and sometimes the luck's against you, and I think that was a true reflection of that game. Obviously, I think Leicester will be disappointed because now with results at the weekend, they've now gone bottom of the league, which is a dangerous place to be at this point in the season, but still time.
Yeah, it is. It's very difficult. But let's throw it out to the fans, for everyone listening. Would you like VAR in the WSL? Yes or no? Either way, yes or no, give us your answer and give us your reasons. Let's set up a little debate about it. Because, I think so. I agree. These decisions, like, they do make a difference. Like, they make a huge, huge difference. No matter where you are in the league, like, it's crucial. And I think soon it will be. I think there's too many incidents happening, and I think there's too much chat about it for it not to be kind of listened to. So we'll have to see. But moving on. Obviously, we played Spurs, won 2-0. It was really, really nice to get back to winning ways. And I think it's been a very, very tough period for us as a team. It's not something that we're used to, losing on back-to-back games. But I think it was a real positive response from everyone. And, I think we enjoyed being back out there, and I think we enjoyed playing football. And I think you saw that in the performance, and it was nice to keep a clean sheet as well. So amazing response from the girls, and we were just super, super happy, super pleased. But Tottenham played some really good football. I
think Tottenham are like a really, really good side. I think this year they've made some really good signings. They play nice football. I think Martin, I always say this, Martin's gone in there and he's changed the dynamic.
Yeah, they play really good football, and it weren't a walk in the park by no means. Like they definitely.
I was happy to see Kira get on the score sheet.
Yeah, again, she scored home and away now against them. So that was nice.
Pleasing to see her get a goal. But in other news, did you see that Madonna was at your game? That's sick.
Yes, I did, and I did briefly see her. I walked past her in the tunnel after, but because I was so furious at getting injured from bad tackle, I just completely. And then I walked past and I was like, "Holy shit, was that Madonna?"
Yeah, it's so cool. She came up on the screen, and I think they said her daughters play for Tottenham Academy.
Oh, that's sick.
It's so cool. Nice to see that.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It's nice. It's a really nice stadium there, isn't it? It's one I've not played at that stadium, but it always looks like somewhere I'd love to play at.
Yeah, no, it is. It is.
Anyway, good win for you.
Yeah, well, it's good. Best day. We've just got to build on that now. Keep going, one foot in front of the other. That's what we have to do. Right, now this was the tasty game of the weekend. Brighton West Ham.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that because, like, obviously I'm watching my game. It's on at the same time as my game. I'm watching my game. Sarah's got live score of this going on because obviously whatever this result goes, she wants West Ham to be losing. And I was like 2-0 down, and then you score 3. Was it 7 minutes? 9 minutes.
It was literally
like
crazy.
And I was like, what?
82,
again,
86 minute and 91st minute.
Again, it's one of those where you've got to fight at the bottom of the league. Like you have to pick up points where you can, and that just shows the character.
Didn't expect it though. Did not expect that.
But I don't think West Ham are ever a team that you should ever.
No,
like
they're one of our hardest games. You know.
Yeah, I think they're always a team that's going to have grit. They're going to have fight. They're going to have belief that they can go on and do something. And yeah, I think
now they're finding the back of the net. I think that's the difference. They're converting their chances, and the signings they brought in definitely add a lot.
Yeah, and I think their manager they brought in is obviously making a big change in there, which is it's nice to see. So yeah, not the result I expected, but well done, West Ham.
Definitely not. Right, London City 0, Everton 1.
Not expecting that either, but I think I'll go again. It's another team that was lower down. They've won last week. They've won this week. There's things to fight for, and I think the problem being in the middle of the league is kind of like you're in a bit of a grey area, aren't you? You're not at the top, you're not at the bottom. You're kind of like, where you're at the bottom end of the league, it's like you've got something to fight for. Like you need to start picking up points where you can. And yeah, I think they've gone on and won that game. And that's a game that, before the game, you probably wouldn't have thought they would win. So
no, I also think credit to them, like obviously just having their manager sacked and first game with their interim manager. I think fair play, because I don't think people appreciate like that does rock the boat.
Oh my God, it's like one
such
of the hardest
a big change.
Things to do,
It's so hard. So fair play to the girls and to the team for just pulling it together and being like, no, like we'll stay on task. We want to win this game, 3 points. I think that's really, really hard to do. Like as players, when something like that happens, there's so many questions. There's so much up in the air and so much confusion. And oh my God, what happens? Who takes charge? Like all these questions and like, why has it happened, and maybe reasons that you don't understand or answers that you don't have. I think to come together as a team, and also London City are well within form right now. And I think even if they didn't get results against some of the bigger teams they've been performing, I think they're a very strong team now. To do that, I think fair play, because that 100% rocks the boat massively when there's a big decision taken like that, like mid-season. So hard.
Yeah, I agree.
Right, our final game is Liverpool 4, Villa 1. Obviously a tough day for Villa. But yeah, does the scoreline, I didn't get to see it, Bestie, but does the scoreline reflect the game?
I think when you go 2-0 down after 14 minutes, it's a long way back.
It's hard, isn't it? I saw one of the goals where it came in and the defender came and then she flicked it in, and it's just, I think it's not your day when stuff like that happens.
I think from watching, I had the feeling that like that was one of those moments that we've had before where you go down and you like go down again quickly. It's like,
it's very hard to
like
come
it's
back.
A long road home. And look, again, I think Liverpool, bottom of the league going into that game, go on and take the game by the scruff of its neck, and they did what they needed to do. And I think what we saw was a completely different Liverpool side. I think Denise O'Sullivan is an absolute baller, and I think she's added so much strength to them.
Yeah.
I think they've had a decent January. Martha Thomas coming in. I think they've made some good moves, but I think, massively, massively disappointing for us.
Well, like I said, though, they're fighting for relegation as well, and a team that's in that position, the hardest teams to play against. You got nothing to lose and you give absolutely everything plus an extra 10%. But like you said, well, we were in that position when we lost to City 5-1. You're 2-3-0 down, and you got to go for it, and you've got to try and score, but then you open yourselves up and spaces become massive, fatigue sets in, other teams dominating. It's really, really hard. Like, it does make it hard, but I think a team that's fighting to come out of relegation is a dangerous team to play. So I can imagine that Liverpool did show a different side to them and really fought for one another. But on to the next, Bestie. It's what we have to do.
Exactly, onwards and upwards, pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and I think me and you have just swapped our positions for next game.
On that note, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back very soon.
Welcome back to Daily Brightness. Last week we brought you the devastating news that the Revolution bars across the UK are closing.
No.
Gutted. We gave you our 90s and noughties nostalgia, but now it's time to hear some of yours. So this was the best of our fan nostalgia. From the audience, the first one was Jess, and she said, dial-up internet and having to come off the computer when mum needed to use the phone. Oh my God. Literally, I'd be like...
What a pain in the arse that was.
Like, deep chat with my friends, like in a right deep and meaningful. My mum's like, I'm expecting a phone call at 8 o'clock. Get off.
Like BRB, guys. Oh
BRB,
my God, I
phone.
love these. Also, do you think we could make like a petition to like not get rid of like Revolution? How do you think we'd get on with signatures?
Probably not very well, to be honest. I think people are the younger generations won't care.
They don't understand, do they?
They just don't get it, do you?
Pop world as well.
There's so many good bars, I think, when I was younger.
Oh, I'm devastated. Anyone else, if you're with me on starting a petition and we want to get like a shit ton of signatures, please back me on this. Help me. Right, next up, we've got those aliens in the eggs that I actually thought was going to grow. I swear mine did grow.
No, I swear they had babies.
I swear it grows. When you first get it in that egg and it's like in that jelly stuff, it's tiny, and then all of a sudden this ain't like freaking alien appears.
No, but didn't you have yours with your mates and you have to put them together in one thing?
Yeah, and then they like mould and then more come. They did grow. Lady Sarah that sent it in, I'm pretty sure they did grow, unless I were like hypnotised and my mum and dad were feeding me something that I shouldn't have been having. They grew.
I fully believe that they were growing and had babies.
They were sick though, I used to have loads of, my favourite ones were like silver ones.
And yeah, I had a silver one.
Right, little nerd.
And that gooey stuff was well nice to squidge.
Yeah. That's our ADHD though. Like stuff like that. I
want one now. Bring back the jelly aliens.
Millie and Rach are going to go and order them off Amazon tonight.
Now I see, like, if you go to the pub or something, like the kids have got them things out of the machines that you put like 20p in. They're £1 now.
Yeah.
And you twist it.
Oh my God, Pogs. Please tell me you remember Pogs.
What is that?
Pogs were like them little, I seen someone comment, I'm trying to like rethink all the comments. They're like those little like coin things and you used to collect them. And they were Pogs and they were a game and you'd like flip them. Oh my God, I'm gonna send you a picture. Pogs, I had millions of them. I had so many, like bags and bags and bags.
Show me a picture, I don't know.
I'll send you a picture, but I had loads of those. But yeah, whoever commented Pogs, I'm with you on that. They were sick.
The next one is a portable CD player, which is otherwise known as a Walkman. It never used to fit in your pocket. Like, I absolutely love that.
Do you know I still have mine? It's in the loft.
No, I reckon I've got mine somewhere, you know.
But also, how crap were the headphones?
Awful.
But I used to think like I was like so cool, like walking about with my Walkman in my pocket and I'd pop it up and take my CD out.
You used to burn your own CDs. How did we do that? Like, I don't even know how you can do that now. Like, I wouldn't even be able to figure that out now. But like,
I wouldn't know how to do it now, but I know you could do like mixes on LimeWire because that's...
Yeah, you download songs on LimeWire and then burn them to a CD.
Yeah, and then I'd write on it like 2000 and whatever, like 2001 or whatever, and I don't know.
Yeah,
I'd do like
Rach's playlist,
yeah,
1999.
MB's playlist, like Mills playlist. I used to do MILZ. That was how I used to spell Mills.
Mine was always like Rachy D.
But those CD players, I've legit still got mine. It's in my mum and dad's loft. I'm gonna find it out for you.
Yeah, they're
still got all the CDs.
And then it went to MP3 players, and you'd see a little thing on the screen.
And you'd be like spinning it around like that. Like, I'm just getting me track up.
You need to take ages to get to the next one. Oh my God, bring us back to the 90s. Seriously.
Can we just go back in time? If anyone's got like a time machine, please invent it. With AI these days, surely you can invent something.
Yeah, seriously. I want to bring that
good
back.
memories,
I want to burn my own CD. Like Spotify is so good, but so easy, isn't it? Like how easy
Why
is that now?
Why don't we open a store? 90s.
Yeah.
90s nostalgia and bring it back.
I bet you'd get loads of people.
We'd have so many customers. 90s nostalgia store coming soon. MBRD. Right, we're moving on to Millie's favourite, block and delete. But before we get on to mine and Rachel's, again, we've got some from the lovely audience. I'll kick us off with Claire. When the delivery driver marks your parcel as handed to the resident and you find it in the rain. Yes! This... There's nothing worse than when a delivery man says, delivered, handed, accepted by M. Bright. Darling, I'm at training. I haven't accepted shit. You haven't handed it to me.
And also, like, I don't like that because, like, if you pay money for something and that goes missing, they're also knobs about returning it. Like,
yeah, but they also say they've delivered it.
Over Christmas, I ordered something, right? I ordered, like, 7 items, right? One thing came. I emailed them about a week later and I was like, it says it's delivered, but nothing's come. They were like, well, we've weighed it and we weighed it all and it was all in that package. So it's there. And I was like, I've opened the
But
box
it's not.
and there's one of them. So I went back and
Exactly.
forth. Then I never heard from them. So then like over a month goes by and I thought, I'm going to email them again because like I've just lost like 100 quid there.
Yeah, it's bad.
So I emailed them and they were like, oh, well, sorry, actually, it's past the 30 days. I was like, but I emailed you
this is a
week later.
But also, don't you just, I don't understand when sometimes I'm in the house and they say, oh, we knocked, no one was in. I'm like, I'm in the living room. You've just lobbed it at my front door. Like, there'll be boxes or they try and hide it. I had it today, Amazon. I've come back. My doormat's there. Guess where the parcels are? Under the doormat. Oh, you don't think anyone can just see the big hump? Like, it's not very hidden. Like, obviously, oh no, there's a parcel hidden under the mat.
But yeah, I agree, Claire.
That is annoying. Block and delete that immediately.
The next one is from Ellie. She said, the friend who is always 20 minutes late every single time. We said 7, not 7:20. Right, I agree, yeah, because I hate that. And I'm like quite an on-time person. I'm very punctual. However, if you've got that friend, a word of advice, I would say we're meeting at 6:30.
I was just about to say I'd do this with my mother. If I want you to be there for 5, I'm telling mum 4:15. Be ready.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I guarantee
it's annoying, but you've just got to...
Compromise.
Just got to roll with what they are, you know what I mean?
Situation. Yeah, I agree, but I can't. I'm not going to block and delete that because my mum does that, and that means I've got to block and delete my mum, and that's never happening. So I just have to deal with it and improvise. Right, last one. We've got Sarah. When someone asks for your honest opinion and then gets mad when you give it, I think that's just attitude problem.
Don't ask for it if you don't want it. Do you know what I mean?
Block and delete. We're with you on that. Tick.
Yeah, get out of the way.
Get out of the way.
Right, what's your one for this week?
Let me check my notes because I've been collecting them because there's that many. I don't know if I've said this before, but when you're on public transport, especially on tube station, people are pushing and shoving. And people rush to get on the tube before letting the people off. And it specifically says, please let people exit the tube before getting on.
Yeah, I agree. I think you've got a big problem with public transport.
I hate public transport.
But it is very convenient when it works.
Capital letters. Hate it. 1, people are too rude. 2, people have no time whatsoever. Like they're just constantly in a rush. Like the amount of stuff I see in London where I'm seeing like elderly people getting shoved around and Bessie, I just can't do it. I can't. I hate it. I get so anxious as well on like the trains and the tubes and stuff.
I think that's a big point, like what happens to the elderly, because that actually goes with I've just remembered my block and delete, right? So I was walking the other day with the dogs and obviously the weather's been shit. But when people are driving like up a bit of a hill, slight hill, and it's puddled on the side of the road, yeah, you can see about 10 cars in front of you that person splashed onto the path, right? Quite a big splash. So when you see an elderly lady walking down that hill,
they didn't splash her.
I'd have
followed them home.
What are you doing?
That's
like,
horrible.
Why are you going that fast anyway through that puddle? But if you've seen that happen, you see someone, especially an elderly person, walking towards you on that path, slow down or go round it.
You know, you can actually get in trouble for that. Just a word of advice for anyone out there listening. You know, you can actually get done. If you've seen to, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but if the police were there and you did that to someone intentionally, you'd get done for it.
I don't necessarily even think it's intentionally. I think it's just ignorance. I'm not moving out of my way. You can just get wet.
Mate, if anyone did that to me, you better believe I'm sprinting my fastest. I'm getting a PB. I'm peak speed chasing you back. I'll be clinging onto that car like you've never known. I'll be on the bonnet hanging off dear life.
Oh,
shit like
God.
that really, really like just...
Me too.
I
just
think
think
the other
it's
day,
ignorance.
oh my God. I was on a dog walk. I was walking dogs with Claire and Clover. And some dude was running and I stepped to the side, like it was in the dark, but I've got my torch on. The dogs have got their lights on. He had his head torch on. The dude ran and splashed in the puddle, shot all up my leg.
What did you say?
I had to take a deep breath.
I'm blocking and deleting you, all right?
I just thought, like, dude, you can see the puddle. Like, you've literally just ruined my whole outfit. Like, why are you running through a puddle anyway? I know you're outside and you're excited on your adventure, but you don't need to jump in the puddle. Like, my nephew does that. He's 3.
Splash.
Splish, splat. Honestly, anyway, making me angry.
On a brighter note, let's talk about gratitude. What are you grateful for today? I think maybe we should start, like, bringing some people's gratitude into this. Like the
I
fans.
think so as well, yeah, because we do
like
block
hearing
and
from
delete.
people, actually.
All right, moving forward. DB fans, we want to know your gratitudes just as much as your block and delete because we should all be grateful for things in life. What is yours this week, bestie?
You're going to think I'm stupid because I've decided to buy yet another Ninja product. Actually, it's on display. Look. So I have actually bought a Ninja juicer. And the reason why I bought the Ninja one is because, I love Ninja. But it's so easy to clean. Like, there's no mess.
I knew there was going to be something to do with cleaning.
Yeah, like, it's so easy. Like, I had a juicer when I was in America, and oh my God, like, I would get annoyed by it and wouldn't have a juice again. Like, I got it because I was like, want juice, but it's too messy. Anyway, this is so easy. So I've been making loads of green, like, healthy juices and shots for my morning.
Nice, bestie.
And I've been enjoying that. I've been really grateful for having that and having some goodness in my life quite easily.
Simple things.
Small wins. What about you?
Mine, my dad, bless him. My dad is my gratitude this week. That guy is unbelievable. Not only does he make me hold very high expectations of a man, which is not easy in this world these days, but just before I left for the game, I had like 40 minutes to spare, and he rings me, and he's just got back from Scotland. Literally just drove back from Scotland. He'd been back a day, and he says, "Oh, I'm half an hour away." I said, "What? From where?" He went, "From your house." I said, "Dad, I'm about to leave for the game soon. I've only got half an hour and then I've got to go." So I check him on find like location, and he's half an hour away, Rach. So he drove all the way down to my house from Sheffield to London. I said, "Well, what are you doing?" He said, "Well, I thought I'd just come and see my little princess and give you a cuddle and fix your..." I had a room that were like mouldy, that we'd had a leak front boiler, so it needed redoing. And I wanted it fixing, but the guy that was going to do it couldn't do it. So my dad drove all the way down and just thought he'd come and fix it in a day and then drive all the way back to Sheffield. So he came down, I caught him for 10 minutes, made him a coffee, give me a big hug, and then I went to the game. And then about 4:30, 5 in the afternoon, he left and drove all the way back.
Oh, he's such a gem.
And I'm just like, what the
Love
hell?
Steve.
What the hell? And then my mum, to be fair, my mum were going to come. So shout out to Mama B, because she was going to come, but obviously my sister's about to pop, so she needs someone supervising at all times. But yeah, Papa Bear, what an absolute legend, just decided to drive down, fix my cupboard, give me a hug, which was well needed, and then drive all the way back.
Amazing. Live for
I was
moments
just like
that.
just a solid 3.5 hour journey there. I'm back. But yeah, he just, I don't know. What a man.
What a man.
What a man.
What a man. Shout out to Stephen.
Right, guys, that is the end of this episode. We hope you enjoyed it just as much as we enjoy speaking to you all. Thank you for listening to Daily Brightness. Make sure you're following us on socials at Daily Brightness. Also, if you're not subscribing, you know what to do. Get subscribing. Goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me.
Peace out.